Good morning and good afternoon everyone. My name is Michael Ardayot from Isabela State University reporting about the emerging technologies in transportations. The term emerging technologies comes from or refers to technologicals that are currently developing or that are expected to be available in the next 5 to 10 years. It is usually reserved for technologies that are creating or expected to create significant or social or economic effects. So ito daw yung mga teknolohiya na ginagawa or kine-create ngayon na malamang mangyayari ay 5 to 10 years from now, and ito ay mga nakakatulong naman sa atin sa mga social na bagay or mga economical na pangyayari ganun. One of the emerging technologies are the AIs or artificial intelligence. AIs are the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. The term may also be applied to any machine that exhibits traits associated with human minds such as learning and problem solving. So yung mga AI daw is ginagaya din nila yung mga tao sa mga action nila, ganun. Tapos yung kung paano mag-isip yung tao, ganun din daw ang robot. Pero syempre, programs na yung nagpapatakbo ron. So yung mga AI daw is nagpa-problem solving din daw. Kaya daw nila mag-math. So alam ko mabilis sila mag-math at accurate din sila mag-math. Next in the emerging technologies are the virtual reality or augmented reality. A computer-generated environment with scenes and objects that appear to be real, making the user feel they are immersed in their surroundings. A simulated experience that can be similar to or completely different from the real world. Applications of virtual reality include entertainment, education, and business. So, itong virtual reality na to, ginagamit na to sa panahon natin pero mayroon pang ito, ina-upgrade pa nila to na sa tingin ko gaganda pa to after 5 to 10 years. So, ginagamit na to ngayon sa mga games yung sa Pokemon Go, ganun. Tapos ngayon sa pag-construct ng mga bagay-bagay na ginagamitan nila ng virtual reality at sinisimulate nila to para malaman nila kung ano kakahinatnan nito, kung anong mangyayari sa gagawin nilang building, ganun. So yun, ganun ang virtual reality at ginagamit pala to sa camera karamihan sa mga games, ganun. Pati sa business ginagamit na nila to. Next is the biometrics. Biometrics are the measurement and statistical analysis of people's unique physical and behavioral characteristics. So, ito yung naman yung mga accounts natin. Thumbprint, ganun. Kasi tayo, meron tayong mga kanya-kanyang hugis sa ganito. Ako, di ko alam, pero sabi nila. Karamihan naman sa mga security systems, ginagamit din ng thumbprint. Security systems ng mga mayayaman. Pero syempre sa atin, lang to, identification. And the technological is mainly used for identification and access control or for identifying individuals who are under surveillance. So sa NBI daw, di ba? Ito, itong thumbprint natin, mahalaga to Syempre, pag nakon ka sa NBI, registered ka, ganun, malalaman nila agad na ikaw yun. And sa panahon natin ngayon, kasi yung mga facial recognition ngayon ng mga system, na nakikilala ka kasi ng system nila naman nakuha ng ka ng camera. So sobrang high tech ngayon nakikilala ka na agad ganun yung ka high tech ng mga biometrics ngayon, na sa tingin ko mag-improve pa to 5 to 10 years nga kasi nga emerging na rin itong mga to 3D printing, the action or process of making a physical object from a 3-dimensional digital model, typically by laying down many thin layers of material in succession. Ito nakikita nito sa mga Facebook ganun or YouTube, 'di ba? Yung ginagamit nila na nagpi-print sila ng 3D. Meron din tong pen type yung ball pen na 3D. Binebenta na rin nila yun sa Shopee, ganun, meron. Pero ito kasi machine to gumagawa to ng mga object na kina-computerize mo muna, 'di ba? Syempre magde-design ka muna. Pagka-design mo, itong makina na to, ginagawa niyan 3D yung design mo. Ginagamit na rin to sa paggawa ng bahay, di ba? Mga semento. Yung semento, nilalagay nila sa 3D machine maker, di ba? Sinesemento niya. Ginagamit na nila yun eh. Ito naman, tong sa kabilang picture, tingin ko nag-print sila ng mga tape yan eh. Ayan. Gumagamit rin sila dyan ng mga plastic, siguro recycled yun. Minsan ginagamit nila mga recycled materials para gawin yung pang print. Dito na tayo sa transportations. So, transportation has 3 types. So, it is the land transportation, aerial transportations, and sea transportations. So, in land transportations, the transport or movement of people or goods from one location to another location on land. The two main forms of land transport can be considered to be rail transport and road transport. So, land transportation is ito yung mga sasakyan, tren, bus, ganun. Tsaka mga kotse na basta sa lupa lang dumadaan. Aerial transportations, form of travel in vehicles such as airplanes, jet aircraft, helicopter, air balloons, blimps, gliders, hang gliders, parachutes, or anything else that can sustain flight. So yung mga ginagamit naman sa panghimpapawid ng mga sasakyan, mga aeroplano, helicopter, jets. So dito naman tayo sa sea transportations. Itong sea transportation kasi, ito naman yung mga sasakyang pangdagat, mga ginagamit ng mga tao ng pang-deliver ng mga goods, tulad ng mga pagkain, ganun. Minsan, mga kotse, ganun. Tapos yung mga tao nag-travel, syempre gumagamit ng sasakyang pangdagat, mga ferry, ganun. Pero sa panahon natin ngayon, marami nang naimbento na mga ferry na mabibilis, mga ferry na malalaki na nagsasakay ng maraming tao, ganun. Yan ang sea transportations. Land transportations. Tesla cars. So, Tesla cars have single center screen that controls everything you need to do, from running the car and playing the radio to finding directions. So, itong Tesla car daw, meron siyang screen sa gitna na pwede mong pag-play ng radio, ganun. Tapos, pwede kang maghanap ng directions. Basta i-command mo lang daw yung nandun sa gitnang screen. Tesla cars have autopilot, advanced driving system that would auto steer, keep up with the other vehicles, brake for slower traffic, and generally help out with highway driving as long as the driver kept eyes on the road and hands on the wheel. So, itong Tesla naman, meron siyang auto driving, pero kailangan mo pa rin nakahawak daw dun sa manibela. Tesla cars are accessible by keycard. It's like a hotel room keycard but for a car. Itong Tesla car daw is mayroong keycard na para siyang susi na pag tinapat mo lang daw dun sa may pintuan niya or sa may scanner niya is magbubukas na yung pintuan. So parang sa mga hotel nga. You don't have to take it out for it to work, but if you have it out so you can touch it to the door side panel to unlock the door. You can also open the car from your smartphone with a Tesla app installed. So yun nga yung sinabi ko, itatapat mo yung card. So pag wala naman daw yun, pwede mo daw buksan yung kotse mo gamit yung smartphone mo na meron yung application nila na Tesla app. So in this slide, in land transportations, there are two trains. The fast train of Shinkansen, colloquially known as the bullet train. Ito yung pinakamabilis na train na gawa ng Japan naman. It's a network of high-speed railway in Japan. Initially, it was built to connect the Japanese region into Tokyo, the capital, to aid economic growth and development. A driveless train that makes speed of 320 kilometers per hour. So, para sa isang train, napakabilis na nito itong Shinkansen. Ito, sunod naman yung maglev trains, which use magnets to float carriages above the ground without the need of wheels, are apparently the fastest form of rail travel in existence. Ito naman, itong maglev kasi, para siyang magnetic lang na wala siyang gulong yung magnet niya ang ginagamit niya. Ayun, no, makita mo, ito kasing Shinkansen may rail, itong maglev naman magnetic siya. Pudong Airport, to major metro terminal outside the city, is currently the fastest in the world. The 19-mile journey takes approximately 7 minutes to complete at speeds of 268 meters per hour. So e-buses or electric buses can store electricity on board or can be fed continually from an external source. So, itong e-buses naman kasi gumagamit ito ng mga ng electric na current, hindi siya gumagamit ng fuel, ganun. Ang mismong fuel niya na yung electric. So, ito may nakita akong ganito sa school sa ISU, tsaka dito sa Kawayan City, mga bus na nagsasakay ng libre. Maganda to kasi eco-friendly ang mga e-bus ngayon. And I think mag-improve ba to sa mga susunod na taon. And e-buses are good. E-bikes. E-bikes are electronic motor-powered versions of motorized bicycles which have been in use since the late 19th century. So, itong e-bikes naman is electrical powered din tong mga to. So, nag-exist na pala ito ng mga 19th century. Tapos ngayon, nag-improve na ngayon kasi marami nang gumagamit. Yung tropa ko may ganito e-bike. Hindi na to gumagamit ng gasolina pero pwede mo pang pedalin yung iba Pero yung sa tropa kasi walang pedalan yun. Battery lang siya. Di-charge. So, basically, kung gaano mo siya katagal chinarge, and ganoon din karami siguro yung gasolina niya. Pero, I think maganda na to kasi tumatakbo to ng 25 to 32 kilometers per hour or 16 to 20 meters per hour. So, mabilis na rin siya. Para kang nagbabike nang walang effort dito sa ako na to. Eco-friendly pa. So, dito na tayo sa aerial transportation. So, itong Embraer E-Jet E2 family na to, ni-research ko to na E-Jet siya. Medium range jet airliners developed by Embraer. Succeeding the original E-Jet, their current models have been constructed with advanced wings, engines, and avionics. So, itong E-Jets kasi is eco-friendly daw to. Tsaka aerodynamic. Tapos yung pag-drag daw nyo sa hangin gano'n is mababa lang daw. So, mas daw to, mas mura daw kaya sa ibang mga eroplano. E-Jets E2 aircraft utilize high aspect ratio wings with a distinctive swept tip wings structured and optimizes the aerodynamics, reducing drag. So, yun nga, kasasabi ko lang. Aerial transportation, itong Bell helicopter. Isa to sa mga magandang helicopter na concept na nabasa ko Bell Helicopter has unveiled a new future helicopter concept featuring a range of next-generation technologies. Fly-by-wire and autonomous capabilities allow for a single-seat pilot. Electric hybrid systems in the tail rotor for a hybrid anti-torque system. Multiple fans and an allowance for venting system on both sides of the tail, so it can thrust in even directions. Note, horizontal surfaces, hybridized propulsion. This combines advanced thermal engine cores for the main propulsion with the electric contribution and motors to drive the system for further control and rudimentary vehicle operations and maintenance. Various landing gear and configurations are being considered. Sea transportations na tayo. Candela P30. The all-new foiling Candela P30, the world's fastest all-electric passenger ship, will hit Stockholm's waterways in 2022. Shuttling passengers to and from the archipelago above the waves without wakes, noise, and CO2 emissions. So, ito ay eco-friendly kasi wala siyang noise and CO2 emissions. So, above the waves without wakes. So, hindi rin siya magalaw or maingay. Marami rin siyang nakakargang tao base sa research ko dito sa Candela P30. At ito ay lalabas pa lamang sa 2022 sa Stockholms. Francisco, Australian ferry builder Incat Tasmania's world's first high-speed dual-fuel vehicle and passenger ferry in the world's fastest ship, having achieved a light ship speed of 58.1 knots or equivalent to 107.6 kilometers an hour. Francisco daw is may capacity na 1,000 mga tao at 150 cars. Tapos, mga luxuries pa. And has been incorporated including an enormous 1,100 square meter duty-free shop and passenger accommodation for economy, tourist, business, first class, plus exclusive VIP lounge. So, itong barko na to, itong ferry na to ay napakabilis at kaya pang magkarga ng napakaraming tao. So, pwede ito sa mga tourist or business or mga first class na mga event, ganun. Transportations and the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things assumes all that people and items it can be connected through networks. These vast connected networks could potentially influence many aspects of our daily driving, katulad ng sa route planning. So, kailangan mo ng sensors in the vehicle communicate with the GPS services to determine the best route. So, katulad sa Google Map, di ba? Ituturo niya sa iyo kung saan yung pinakamalapit na pwede mong daanan or pwede mong iwasan yung mga matatrapikong lugar. Accident prevention. So, nakalagay naman ito sa sasakyan natin. Kung, di ba, meron yung mga kotse na pag masisense niya na mababangga mo yung kotse, ganun, mag-iingay siya, o kaya sabihin niya na malapit ka na mabangga, ganun. O kaya meron siyang mga automatic brakes, ganun. Safety. A series of sensors in the seat belt can track the driver's psychological indicators and determine whether the driver is fatigued or intoxicated. So, yun yung mga high-tech naman to na mga kotse. Malalaman ng kotse kung yung tao ay lasing o kaya siya ay nag-over fatigue. Doon na-detect yun ng kotse. Autonomous cars. So, this is a good concept naman sa mga sasakyan. So, the advent of self-driving cars such as the Google car and Tesla are making the idea of autonomous cars as a reality. Several states across the country have begun passing laws to regulate the technology and encourage its development. So, itong autonomous cars is ating na daw siya noon pa. So, naipasa na siya. Marami ng autonomous cars na nagawa ang Google cars tsaka Tesla. Pero nung mga 2016 is nag-increase yung accident rate ng mga autonomous cars. So, patuloy pa rin na debate hanggang ngayon. Kaya tinuloy naman yung pag-research kung paano maging maganda at safety ang autonomous cars. Lightweight vehicle materials. Automobile manufacturers are under increasing pressure to deliver vehicles with high performance and excellent efficiency. Studies have shown that reducing the weight of the vehicle by as little as 10% can improve fuel economy by 6% or more. The federal government estimates that if just 25% of cars use lightweight materials, the country would consume 5 billion fewer gallons of gas each year by 2030. So, ang concept naman ng government nila is gusto kasi nilang gawing mas magaan yung mga gagamiting material para sa mga kotse nila. At para daw, kasi makakasave daw sila ng 25% ng 5 billion fewer gallons daw per daw sa 2030. Pero the focus of lightweight materials research is to move away from cast iron and steel. From leading candidates to replace these materials in near future are magnesium, aluminum alloys, and carbon fiber construction. However, kasi pag pinalitan mo yung mga matitigas na bagay, mabibigat ganun, mga lightweight na, hindi mo na assure yung tibay ng kotse. Baka pag nabangga masisira agad ganun. Kaya yun din yung tinitignan na anggulo ng gobyerno nila. So, maganda rin to kung kanila yung concept na to. Ma-improve nila. On-demand ride services. Less than 2 years ago, Uber and Lyft dramatically changed the way people in large cities find transportation with an app. Riders can summon a vehicle to their location anytime they want it. The services have already eroded the profits of cab companies and decreased DUI rates in many cities. So, ito yung mga yung tatawagan ng Uber driver nga, di ba? Tatawagan ng customer na pasundo kami rito, ganun. Darating yung Uber driver. So, ito nga yung pinag-uusapan nila ngayon kasi nasisira daw yung negosyo ng yung kita ng mga cab companies, bumababa din yung mga DUI nila. So, pinag-uusapan ngayon ng lugar nila. While on-demand ride services are hit with riders, there are serious legal and unethical questions that are causing governments to reevaluate authorization for Uber and Lyft. So, yung authorization daw ng Uber at Lyft ay kine-question na ng gobyerno. Working jurisdictions. The primary concern is that Uber Lyft drivers are considered contract earners and not employees. So, yung mga Uber driver na daw is hindi na daw employee ang tawag. Sila na daw ay contract earner, leaving them with the burden of income tax but few benefits. So, yun nga, yung tax na mababayaran nila pero kukunti lang kanilang mga benepisyo. On the other hand, safer roads and greater flexibility are attractive for riders. Siyempre, yung mga tao naman ngayon is gusto nila madali, di ba? Siyempre, konting tawagan lang nila, meron na agad yung rider na sasakyan nila. So, ito yung most ambitious technology nga daw. Changing transportation in SpaceX, the Hyperloop. The concept is a pneumatic tube that uses a series of linear induction motors and compressors to propel vehicles at super fast speeds. The first proposed Hyperloop could connect Los Angeles and San Francisco and allow passengers to complete the 350-mile trip in just an hour. Ang bilis na yun. So, itong Hyperloop na to is, ang konsepto na to ng Russian dati ito yung train siya, para siyang train na nasa loob lang siya ng tube. Pero nasa ilalim yun or nasa underwater or nasa tulay na mataas ganun. Ayun yung Hyperloop. So, pinakamabilis to pero hindi pa masyadong na-perfect yung pagkagawa na ito. Pero gumagana naman. Kailangan lang ng improvement. So, yun. That's all. Thank you for listening and come again. Thank you.